Thank you very much, Heather. I'd like to say bienvenue, willkommen, welcome to the Cabaret launch of Roots into Languages. It's a unique initiative, as I'm sure you're all very aware. Unique, I think, certainly in Europe and probably internationally as well. In the first instance, it was a terrific idea. But as you will see from our little newsletter, our task now is to convert a terrific idea into an effective programme of action. Now, the idea is so terrific that lots of my European neighbours, colleagues, are looking very closely at what we're doing. And of course, the other home nations who don't have the privilege of the Roots into Languages programme are looking somewhat enviously at England as well. The idea was inspired in some measure by the National Languages Strategy, which has developed in scope and strength over the last few years. And it was also inspired by the experience we've had of cooperation between universities and also between universities and the secondary sector, colleges and schools. We have been supported by HEFCE, who, particularly in the context of their strategic initiative to defend strategic and vulnerable subjects, have identified languages in that category. And we've been very privileged to have the support of both departments for education, the innovation, universities and skills, and also children, schools and families. And indeed, after initial funding from HEFCE, as a result of Lord Dearing's review, we did receive additional income to extend the Roots consortia into all parts of the country. So we've got, as you know, 3 research projects, 2 of which have already been delivered and are available as I speak on the website. 2 national networks for translation and interpreting who are getting the wind in their sails as well. 9 regional consortia, 1 for each government region of England. And some of them have been started for some months, and the last one is in process of setup. That's the London one. So I think that's all evidence that this is a brilliant idea and a very inspiring one. Inspiring because we've been amazed at how many people have piled in to want to press forward the Roots programme. We're enjoying a partnership of somewhere in excess of 50 universities working together on this, and I don't know how many schools and colleges collaborating. Many national and regional agencies are contributing. Obviously, there's a hard core of language interests, of which the Subject Centre and SILT are providing coordination, but UCML, the AIM Higher network, and, as I say, HEFCE and the 2 departments are playing an important role. We are very glad to see so many of you here representing different parts of the network and different parts of the language and the policy-making areas. And it's my particular pleasure to introduce Bill Bramwell to say a few words. Bill, as Minister for Lifelong Learning and Further and Higher Education, is of course a minister with direct responsibility for the area in which we're working. But he's also a firm friend of languages who has been involved on more than one occasion in the past in supportively putting forward the languages case. I know from the notes supplied by the department that he is a strong pro-European and a passionate believer in state education and the need to raise standards. So it's difficult really to think